this is the B-58. You might remember a few months ago me going on a little rant about how absurd the ideas behind this plane is, but the version you're looking at right now seems just a little bit off, doesn't it? Like, there's something missing. Something big. That'd be the nuke. And not only is it a nuke, it's a fuel tank, because, yeah, let's put a fuel tank and a nuke in the same piece? Basically, they designed this thing to carry a giant-ass nuke, basically as big as the rest of the airplane, and carry the extra fuel to take it longer range in the nuke. Because, you know, you're not going to need the drop tank when you're coming back, and you're not going to need the nuke anymore either. They also made a variant with a rocket, and then they made about the craziest version. They went, hey, you know that plane that we built explicitly to deliver nukes and carry fuel underneath it? Let's put people on it. Yeah, they decided let's put people on it. And the really funny thing is that if you look at the interior of these Mark 1, fuck, I forgot what you call them, crew cabins in KSP, it's pretty much, except for having a little table in here and two people sitting across from each other, it's pretty much what this was going to be. And the crazier thing is that they're like, let's make a passenger airplane out of this when we're done. So they just scaled up the whole thing. They just made it bigger and decided that, like, yeah, this bomber design, yeah, let's just make that a passenger airplane. What could possibly go wrong? If I remember correctly, this thing was supposed to go supersonic as well. Let me double check that real quick. Yes, I am leaving the plane just flying on its own while I'm looking at this. It was going to be the Convair B-58A, or no, 58-9, because it is based on the B-58, which is what I'm flying right now, or, well, taking off from the ground at a very wrong angle and overcorrecting my roll repeatedly because I'm not the best at this game. But in any case, yeah, this is absurd. They went full crazy with this, and I wish I had built a replica of the CV-58-9 right now. I have not, so I cannot show you how crazy that would look in KSP. But I really want to, because I just love the idea that they just like, yeah, let's just make it bigger. Just make it bigger. What could possibly go wrong? Also, I just want to point out that when they were using this for transport research, I really hope they disabled the breakaway mechanism, because there ain't no parachutes on that. There was some extra fuel on it in experiment bays, but well, you know, on the real one. But there's no oh shit! Someone hit the wrong button, and now they're all dead. They're all dead. Well, there's only one thing to do when you've disgraced yourself that much in the Kerbin military. Eject one of your engines. Where is it? Remove from symmetry. Nope, decouple. And then crash into the ground. Of course, in KSP, it's not fair to just show off one version of this, so I'm just going to briefly show you how the rocket version looks. And hey look, the rocket engine's just about lined up with the rest of the engines. The rocket engine on this is not the most effective engine, and I don't remember if... excuse me, I did remove some fuel to offset the weight, I believe, or to rearrange it, or just to say that, you know, the rocket goes back here, so all the fuel's on the front. Don't remember which exactly. Of course, this being KSP, there's no real nukes. I'm ignoring you, BD Armory. And so I couldn't put any on here, because this is a stock craft, and also I don't have the BD Armory extra mod that adds nukes. So yeah, I'm just going to show off this version. It's very similar to the version that just drops a bomb, because the solid rocket booster isn't super effective, but I just figured this would be a good way to show you there is a rocket version as well as delivery of the bomb when the bomb isn't people. And, you know, I figured that was fair, you know? Just a fair way of going about things, right? Right? If you can get off the ground, come on, you can do it. You can. It takes a little while. It takes a decent amount of speed. There's not a huge amount of lift on this tiny of a craft, especially when you're delivering a payload that is the size of your plane. I just want to emphasize that again, that this was literally designed to carry something the size of the plane. the landing gear actually has to move out of the way of the payload. I have to verify this, but like looking at the images of this thing, I honestly thought that like how does the landing gear deploy with, or how does it retract with this underneath? I honestly thought it blocked it. And it's kind of fucking crazy that you would even build something so close as to even appear to be blocking the way. By the way, I decided what good is firing a bomb if it's not at the KSC, so that's why I'm turning around now, because we're going to line up straight for the VAB and probably miss. Well, see, I'm either going to miss or I'm going to hit it with both the bomb and the plane. I'm not really sure which one. I should probably pull up because this is going down a lot. Okay, we can continue our turn now. Okay. Alright. Now, we just got to line up for the VAB, like I said. This is roughly lined up, but not quite. I'm overcorrecting my roll again. It's very easy to overcorrect your roll with this design, and I'm going too high, actually. So, we'll just aim this way a little bit. You know what? Just fire it. And that's going to hit the ground before it... Oh, no, it hit! Cool! So I set off a nuke when I was about 100 meters away. So, Lawig, you're not making it back from this one. Although, since I did something crazy with the last version, I'm thinking I kind of want to just do this again, because I just think that's funny. Oh, it's so bad. It's so stupid. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're going to set our thrust limiter down to about 20 on this one, since we've lost power on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and throttle down to around 1/3, because we're not carrying such a huge amount of weight anymore. I'm going to go ahead and try to stabilize our trajectory just a little bit. I turned off the stabilization for a moment. I don't know what I was hoping to accomplish there. Let's see, how are we looking on yaw? We're yawing just a bit, but we're also not level. This is controllable. We're fine. As I immediately overroll and go below, above a 90-degree bank, and also am not pulling out of this dive in a very good way, and therefore endangering us with the ground consortium. Those who kill you when you hit them hard. To be fair, anything you hit hard enough will kill you. I got an idea. I have a really, really stupid idea. Can you guess what it is by the fact that I just turned up the thrust on that engine? I think you can. Can't you? Let's just make it more asymmetric. Bye-bye, engine! I love how, because it has an engine that's still active on it, when it flies away, it does so in the most horrible way. Alright, well, I was going to try to make it back to the runway, but I've actually got to hurry up and let someone arrive at my place. So let's go ahead and land it a bit sooner. And I did just alt-tab for a minute and wasn't controlling the plane at all, and we're actually not maintaining enough lift right this moment, so I did re-engage the engines just a bit. And yeah, no, we still need more thrust probably. Actually, no, I think we're fine. No, we're gonna bounce horribly. K. Oh shit, this has steering enabled on the front wheel. Everything is just fine. Just fine. This is why we put the rescue door thing. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, woo.